Feeling tired often, especially after meals? Do you find yourself constantly thinking about your blood sugar numbers, wondering if they're stable, or worrying about what you eat and drink? It's a common concern for many of us as we get older, isn't it? That constant monitoring, the fear of spikes and crashes, the way it can drain your energy and make simple things feel harder. It can feel like a heavy burden. Always having this on your mind, you yearn for something simple, something natural, something that might offer a little helping hand without adding another complicated step to your day or another prescription to your list. What if I told you there might be a simple, natural ingredient, likely sitting in your pantry right now, that could potentially make a difference? Something as easy as brewing a cup of tea. It sounds almost too simple to be true. But sometimes, nature holds little secrets we've overlooked. In this video, we're going to explore one such secret, a common leaf that research suggests might offer some surprising benefits for helping to stabilize blood sugar levels. We'll look at what makes this leaf special, how to prepare it correctly to unlock its potential, and how incorporating it into your daily routine, along with other simple habits, might just help you feel more in control and more energetic. Stick around to the very end, because I'll share something about this simple ingredient that might genuinely surprise you. So, let's talk about this remarkable ingredient, bay leaves. You know, those fragrant leaves you probably toss into soups, stews, or sauces for flavor. Most of us just think of them as a cooking spice, something to give a little depth to a dish and then maybe fish out before serving. But for centuries, in various cultures around the world, bay leaves have been used for much more than just seasoning. They have a long history in traditional remedies, often valued for their digestive properties or used in poultices for aches. It's only more recently that modern science has started looking closer at some of these age-old practices and discovering the potential truth behind them. When it comes to blood sugar, there's growing interest in what bay leaves might offer. Researchers have been studying the compounds found within these unassuming leaves. We're talking about things like cineol, eugenol, and various polyphenols. Now, I'm not going to get bogged down in complicated scientific names. That's not helpful. Think of these simply as tiny packets of natural goodness, unique combinations of plant compounds that interact with our bodies in interesting ways. Some of these compounds are thought to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, which are important because chronic inflammation can play a role in many age-related health issues, including challenges with blood sugar management. But the really exciting part, the reason we're even having this conversation, is the research suggesting that certain compounds in bay leaves might directly impact how our bodies handle glucose, or sugar. Some studies, often done in laboratories or with animal models, have shown that these compounds could potentially improve insulin sensitivity. Now, why is insulin sensitivity important? Well, insulin is the hormone your body uses to move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells for energy. If your cells become less sensitive to insulin, sugar stays in your blood, leading to high blood sugar levels. This is a core issue for many people dealing with blood sugar challenges. The idea is that bay leaves might help your body use insulin more effectively, essentially opening the door for that sugar to get where it needs to go, thus helping to keep your blood sugar levels more stable. Other potential benefits being explored include the possibility that bay leaves could help regulate the enzymes involved in carbohydrate digestion, potentially slowing down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream after you eat. Imagine your body processing those carbohydrates a little more smoothly, avoiding sharp spikes. It's like giving your system a gentler ride. Now, it's absolutely crucial to understand that this research is ongoing. We're still learning exactly how these compounds work and what the full effects are in humans. But the early findings are promising enough to warrant looking at this simple pantry staple in a new light. The traditional wisdom combined with the initial scientific interest points towards bay leaves having a potential role to play in supporting metabolic health. And the beauty of it, it's something so readily available, so inexpensive, and so easy to incorporate into a simple daily routine, like having a calming cup of tea. The concept is that by consistently introducing these beneficial compounds into your system in a gentle way, like through a daily cup of tea, you might be offering your body a small but consistent support system for maintaining healthier blood sugar levels. This isn't about replacing any medical advice or prescribed treatments. Absolutely not. It's about exploring simple, natural additions that could potentially complement your existing efforts and contribute to your overall well-being as you navigate the complexities of managing blood sugar later in life. The idea of one simple cup, potentially offering this kind of support, is certainly worth considering, especially when the ingredient is something as common and accessible as a bay leaf. It reminds us that sometimes, the things that can help us feel better might be found in the most unexpected or overlooked places. So, how do you actually turn these humble bay leaves into a helpful tea? It's wonderfully simple. You have a couple of options, and both are easy enough to fit into your daily routine. The most common way is to use dried bay leaves, which are what most of us keep in our spice racks. You'll want about 1 or 2 dried bay leaves for a single cup of tea. Make sure they are whole, unbroken leaves for the best flavor and properties. If you happen to have fresh bay leaves, perhaps from a plant in your garden, they are also excellent. And you might use 2 or 3 smaller fresh leaves, as they tend to be less potent when dried. The process is straightforward. Bring a cup of fresh water to a boil in a small pot or kettle. Once the water is boiling, add your bay leaves. Now, here's a key step to help extract those beneficial compounds. Let the leaves simmer gently in the boiling water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Don't just steep them like a regular tea bag. A short simmer helps release more of their properties. After simmering, remove the pot from the heat. Cover it, and let the leaves steep in the hot water for another 10 to 15 minutes. This extended steeping time allows the water to absorb more of those good-for-you compounds we talked about earlier. Finally, strain the tea into your mug using a fine mesh sieve to remove the leaves and any small pieces. And there you have it, a simple cup of bay leaf tea. If you prefer a slightly different method, you can also just pour boiling water over the leaves in a mug or teapot and let them steep for 20-30 minutes. Covered. This is less intense than simmering but still effective. You might find you need to experiment a little with the number of leaves or steeping time to find the strength and flavor you like best. Bay leaf tea has a unique, slightly earthy, almost floral and savory flavor. Some people enjoy it plain, while others find it beneficial to add a touch of lemon or a small pinch of cinnamon. Interestingly, cinnamon is another spice that has also been studied for its potential benefits in supporting blood sugar management. So adding a bit of cinnamon can offer a nice flavor boost and potentially a little extra help. Avoid adding sugar or artificial sweeteners, as the goal is to support healthy blood sugar levels. As for when to drink your daily cup, there's no strict rule, but many people find it beneficial to have it before or after a meal. Perhaps lunch or dinner, as this is often when your body is processing carbohydrates. Listening to your own body is key. Try it at different times and see what feels best for you. Consistency is much more important than perfect timing. Making this tea a calming ritual, maybe enjoying it slowly in the afternoon or evening, can also add another layer of benefit. Stress can negatively impact blood sugar levels, and taking a few moments to relax and enjoy a warm drink can be incredibly helpful for managing stress. Beyond the tea itself, think about how this simple habit fits into your overall approach to well-being. Staying well hydrated is crucial for overall health, and drinking tea contributes to your daily fluid intake. Pairing this with other gentle, health-supporting habits can create a powerful synergy. Things like incorporating a short, gentle walk into your day, even just 15-20 minutes, can make a significant difference in how your body handles sugar. Focusing on eating balanced meals with plenty of fiber from vegetables and whole grains can also provide substantial support. These aren't complicated, drastic changes, but rather small, consistent efforts that work together. However, It is absolutely vital to talk to your doctor before you start drinking bay leaf tea regularly, especially if you have existing health conditions or are taking any medications, particularly those for diabetes or blood thinners. While bay leaves are generally considered safe when used in cooking, the concentrated compounds in a tea might interact with certain medications or conditions. Your doctor can offer personalized advice based on your specific health situation. They are your best resource for understanding how any natural supplement or change in your diet might affect you. Some people might experience mild digestive upset if they drink too much. So starting with 1 cup a day and seeing how you feel is a good approach. Like anything else, moderation and listening to your body are key. By incorporating this simple ritual, you're not just potentially supporting your blood sugar, you're also creating a moment of calm in your day and taking an active step towards better health. Using something readily available and natural. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and simple tools that can make a difference. So, we've explored the potential of this simple leaf, the bay leaf, not just as a culinary spice, but as a natural ingredient that holds promise for helping to support stable blood sugar levels, especially as we get older. We talked about the natural compounds within the leaves and how initial research suggests they might interact with our bodies to potentially improve insulin sensitivity and help regulate how we process sugars. We've gone through the easy steps of making the tea, whether you prefer simmering or steeping, and considered simple additions like lemon or cinnamon that can enhance both the flavor and potentially the benefit. We also touched upon how incorporating this tea as a daily ritual fits into a broader picture of well-being, complementing other gentle, health-supporting habits like staying hydrated, moving your body a little more, and making mindful food choices. The key takeaway here isn't that bay leaf tea is a miracle cure or a replacement for medical care. And I absolutely must stress that again. It is not. It is a natural support. A potential aid that might work alongside your doctor's recommendations and any prescribed treatments. Think of it as another tool in your toolbox for managing your health. Consistency is often where we see the most benefit with natural approaches. Having that 1 cup daily, perhaps at a time that works best for you, allows those beneficial compounds to be introduced into your system regularly. Don't expect overnight results. Changes in blood sugar take time and are influenced by many factors. Be patient with yourself and with the process. The real power often lies in the accumulation of small, positive habits over time. Embracing this simple practice can feel empowering. It's a proactive step you can take each day that is easy, affordable, and uses a natural ingredient. It's about adding something potentially beneficial to your routine without adding complexity or burden. Remember, every small step you take towards better health is a victory. Whether it's choosing to walk a little further, opting for more vegetables, or simply taking a few minutes to quietly enjoy your bay leaf tea. These actions build up and contribute to your overall vitality and well-being. And that surprising thing I mentioned at the beginning, perhaps it's how potent and valuable something as common and overlooked as a simple dried leaf can be. Bay leaves have been valued for their properties for thousands of years. Dating back to ancient civilizations, they were not just for flavor, but for perceived health benefits too. It's surprising how much wisdom is held in traditional uses, now being revisited by modern science. Or maybe the surprising thing is just how accessible and inexpensive this potential support is. Something you can find in almost any grocery store, ready to be turned into a simple, comforting brew. It's a reminder that sometimes the most helpful things aren't exotic or expensive, but right within reach. Ultimately, managing blood sugar is a journey, and adding simple, natural supports like bay leaf tea, after discussing it with your doctor, could be a valuable part of that journey for you. It's about finding sustainable ways to feel better and live with more energy and less worry. If this video resonated with you, or if you've tried bay leaf tea or other natural approaches for blood sugar support, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Sharing helps us all learn and grow. Please leave a comment below and tell me your thoughts. And if you found this information helpful or interesting, Give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people find it too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos sharing simple, natural tips and ideas for living well at every age. Taking care of yourself doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, it's as simple as brewing a cup of tea. Live your best life at every age.